If something bothers you, why are you like, it's, oh, I hate this. I hate looking at this. What I'm looking at right now is disgusting. Gross. Ew. Ew. Karen accused of touching teen inappropriately over a short miniskirt. Not really a palate cleanser, but at least we get to make fun of someone.
So she came up, did that, and then she touches me, or she does that, and then she says, "You're underage, you should probably hide that. If you think I'm underage, why are you touching a minor at all? Especially if you think I don't have underwear on."
Yeah, the logic wasn't there.
Okay.
No.
Honestly, I was honestly thinking she was a minor, and she should probably keep it covered because of...
Okay, if you're getting accused of touching a minor, I don't think the first thing you should say is, I'm pretty sure she was a minor.
The kids that were...
But also, a minor to minor is a lot different than an adult to a minor. It'd be worse if she was an adult, no?
Well, no.
Are you Ida?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Good.
Good to meet you. So, these little girls have continued to incite a mob, and I've been harassed all day.
Oh my fucking God. A mob?
Not only did you take it, they took it down from St. George Post and her Facebook, but now she put it on Instagram, and now she put it on TikTok.
Okay.
Not TikTok.
Twitch so I could watch your streams.
Welcome.
No, I've been,
She
remember you
loves
look at
Sally.
my Instagram account, and they've been harassing me all day. So I turn notifications off and everything, but they are trying to reach out to they're inciting someone that reaches out for personal information to people to get their personal information, or someone that is known to like hunt people down.
Okay. Like FBI?
Not FBI, but someone that can...
Bro, what are you talking
I don't know,
about?
It's just a person that will either reach out to communities or through various ways they are able to obtain information and they share it.
As like a private investigator?
Yeah, as a private...
Whether the goal is to get somebody fired, to something like that. They
continue to tag this guy and reach out to this guy to find it, my personal private information.
Sure.
And all of my stuff is usually private anyway. I don't normally disseminate my stuff out there, but...
So they used a public record site? Yeah, pretty much.
In this particular situation, I told them who I was because not only were there minors involved that were all seated around me, but my son was present as well. And so that's the only reason why I was like, listen, charges can happen. You're hanging out, your private parts are hanging out in private in front of minors. That's not...
What? Thank you, Princess Lemon Drop. So, your private parts are hanging out. What? Why are you looking? First of all, that's already like red flag number one. Why are you inspecting their outfits and looking and then proceeding to touch? Hello?
Something that you should take lightly, cover up. But it doesn't give them the right to disseminate my information publicly like that and to try to harass.
I mean, it doesn't give you the right to go up to minors and talk about what they're wearing. Is she the same type of person that's blames women because they're asking for it for what they're wearing?
Harass me to the extent that I've been having it. I believe I'm 100% in believing in freedom of speech and but when you omit, delete, and make it seem like one situation is totally different than the other, and then accuse me of sexual harassment without the facts, at some point something needs to be done. It needs to be stopped, and they have a reputation for doing this.
Oh my God.
Which is why none of the minor kids wanted to get up and say anything. And so...
I like how she had to clarify that, I like freedom of speech and all, but...
I don't...
The video
only when it works for me is when I like freedom of speech.
she posted has currently reached 517,000 views.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just kind of blew up.
People
It's by
are...
far her most viewed video.
Wait, what? What did they say?
Up and say anything. And so... I don't...
The video she posted has currently reached 517,000 views.
Let's go!
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just kind of blew up.
People
You guys are Twitter famous. Come on. Embrace it. And now you're even more famous. How many views has this got? Yeah, now you got 700,000 views on YouTube as well. You're
I
famous.
often see a video. It just kind of.
And it's because she's putting me out there as like a sexual predator.
Karen.
I mean, you are looking at children in a sexual manner, you know?
Just
Yeah. The hard part is, even if it's edited and made it deleted, obviously you could be looking at slander if it's not completely true, but the fact that you did touch her skirt, she can claim, if she wants, she can claim sexual battery, right? She hasn't. There's no legal investigation right now on either of you. Nobody's in trouble right now for any of that stuff, but it would have to be founded, right, on both ends.
Do they
right?
show? Do they show the video? Do they show like the actual? No. Should I go watch it first? Can someone find? We can find a link to it or something.
We know that you saw this, but we don't have any video evidence or of
Is it even worth it?
her hanging out. We don't have any witnesses that have come forward and said this is what's happening, other than I only have your account.
Because most of them were men, and as you,
not that
I
well.
forwarded you a text message of the person that was with me that was a male, and it was like, I would be arrested in a nanosecond if I was sexually accused of like touching someone inappropriately.
Oh yeah, but yeah,
Right?
not touching. I just mean
Carmen, give me
witnesses
freedom of
come
speech.
forward. There's documentation for it, that kind of thing.
But because of
Would you mind if it's a TikTok? I mean, that's where it's at, right? Yeah, I don't care. Sure, I'm sure it's like a short video, right?
activity of the nature,
Just so we have some context.
and everyone thought she was a minor because she did look like a minor, and there was a ton of kids. It was the high school ball.
Did you think she was a minor?
Yes, I did. I actually thought she
Okay, lock her up.
was,
Like,
and that's why I was
you cuff her.
like,
I just don't
So
understand.
he
I
got
don't understand why you
charged.
went up and touched her.
I didn't touch her as a person. Like,
I mean, you can find it,
I
but you see how that looks, right?
got a standing ovation from everyone that was seating behind me.
That's totally
because
beside
I got a standing ovation. Oh my god.
the point
I
legally.
covered
Wait, what? Got
A kid by touching
Wait, where'd the audio go?
another kid.
It's protecting a kid by covering their private parts.
Correct, but that's not your job to do.
Well, they weren't covering up, and
Call us. That's what I was trying to tell you.
I was trying to. You could see me on the video
You
trying
told
to
me that
dial
it
the
would
phone.
take too long for us to get there, so you did.
No, that's what I. But I was trying to dial you guys.
He
but
watched the
because they
video,
had
lady.
Everyone storming in, and you could see how they were being.
I thought she was sexually battered. That's her claim.
That's her claim.
And then
That's her
That's her
everyone
claim. And
clapped.
all she knows is somebody grabbed her from behind.
No, because I told her that her parts were hanging out. And then when nothing was being done and all the little kids behind me were just staring, that's when I proceeded to cover, and I was
Are you sure it wasn't you that was staring? I feel like it's a situation where no one was actually looking except you. You know what I mean?
trying to dial. I mean, you see me on the video where I have my phone in hand and I'm trying to dial, but I couldn't even dial. And then that's when the owner was coming up. So it's all
I understand that
perception.
there's inappropriateness with how she's dressed. I can totally understand that portion. I can understand that things got blown out of proportion, and I can understand your standpoint from it. But I guess, what do you want me to do?
Well, the post needs to come down and they need to
That's freedom
stop.
of speech. There's no crime.
Not
Got him.
when they.
Got him. You said you love freedom of speech.
They can say
Not-
whatever they want.
No, but I mean, they're reaching me.
And it's not slander because all it is just them posting a video of what happened. So how could that be slander? They didn't change the video. They just posted it.
I mean, all their little friends.
Have you told them
everyone-
to stop talking to you?
No, because.
Try that.
No, because then that is me instigating them.
But that's the only
What? Just block them. Close your eyes. Turn off your
way
phone.
that they can be harassing you. If you tell them to not contact you and then they contact you, then that's criminal.
Well,
If you don't say anything and you're engaging in it, then this is just a civil banter that the unfortunate thing is you're held to a little bit higher standard than that.
Oh, but then if I engage in the conversation, then that makes it appear like
You don't have to.
I am.
I'm just telling you, I can't do much. Legally, there is no... I can't tell them to stop posting anything.
So what would be
It's
your
freedom of
best
speech.
advice for her to respond? Should she come up with a drafted response of, please do not contact me any further?
That's what I tell everybody that has any claims for any type of electronic communication harassment. The hard part was, if they do contact you, yeah, we're gonna have a crime, I'd have to contact these girls, but is that their real names? Where do they live? Like, I don't have their information. You don't know them. We just know that they have accounts.
I
could look it
no,
up.
they've
They
got.
have business accounts with their information.
Okay.
Bro, been sexually harassed online before. I literally just blocked everyone and boom, problem solved. Well, yeah, exactly my point. Like what I say with Twitter. Like, you're getting harassed on Twitter, someone's pissing you off on Twitter, fucking delete Twitter. Like, if someone's pissing you off, block them. Like, don't interact. Guys, you want to know how you win every situation ever in life? It's just block or ignore. Those are the two ways to win in life. Block and ignore. Now, obviously, it's different if it's like you're in a school, like if someone's bullying you online and you see that person physically. That's harder. That's harder to do. You can still block them and you can still ignore them, but it still sucks, right? But still, blocking and ignoring, that's literally the way to win. Because people, especially like bullies, do not like interacting with people who do not interact back. Like, if you don't give them the reaction that they want, they're just gonna be like, well, you're boring now. I'm not having fun with this anymore. Like, you'll just forget about it.
And then I can reach out to them if they continue to harass you. That's upon certain requirements.
And then not only do I block them, and I just, I block them and I take a screenshot, but they're now making up fake names.
Right, that's part of the harassment. So I haven't contacted them because I don't have any legal reason to yet. If you tell them to stop contacting you,
kill them with kindness really works. Well, not really kindness, but like, just don't feed the trolls. I mean, that's a good way to describe it. So, like, same with on the internet. Like, when there's a troll and they start trolling you, if you start going back and trying to argue with them, you're just feeding them. Giving them more ammo to make the situation worse. Whenever there's drama and then you start trying to fix the said drama or trying to say, hey, no, that's not right. That's not what you're supposed to do. It just makes it worse because now they have something to go off of,
Then I can reach out to each one individually and tell them they can't contact you. It doesn't mean they have to put their videos down, but they can't contact you by indirect means or by direct means. So if they make a fake one, technically it's a Class B misdemeanor for every message they send after they've been advised by me or along.
Dude, like a good example. Sorry, I keep pausing so much, but I just got another thought. Like the comments we talked about at the beginning of the video. I have a buttload of hate watchers that just leave comments on every single one of my videos telling me how wrong I am, how stupid I am, how dumb I am. Like, I'm not going to get anywhere if I try to argue my point with those people. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is I know what I believe in, and I know what I'm trying to say and what I mean. And those people probably, like, 90% of the time get it wrong. But what's the point of trying to explain it to them or try to get them to understand? Like, it's just a waste of time, and it'll end up making the situation worse,
Enforcement that they cannot, which it sounds like they're probably going to continue doing that, so they'll be looking at their own mistakes.
Not everyone here is a hate watcher. Most people are hate watchers.
I know where you're coming from, but legally, I can't, and I would be unconstitutionally removing those videos.
There you go.
So our best course of action is going to be coming up with a draft response saying to
post it on that.
Yeah, just to not talk to you.
To contact who do they contact?
Just
well, no, because I've obviously contacted. See, the problem is that people, they're under the perception that I, like, for no reason approached her. I just touched her inappropriately, right?
For sure.
And if
I mean, you're a stranger and an old woman walking up to an underage girl and commenting about what she's wearing and then proceeding to touch her. Like, come on.
If I was a mom and my daughter came and told me those circumstances, I would be pissed and I would be contacting you, right? But because they haven't done that, they're not willing to, and I haven't, like, addressed it. I haven't approached it. I haven't said anything. I've been pretty silent.
That's the best way to approach it, because everything blows over.
Thank you.
The more
tell her how it is, cop. Yeah, that's what you need to do.
Get views. It's going to blow up. Then the problem you're going to run into is if she comes to the department because of this and she decides that she wants to go sexual battery against you, it's going to be her word versus yours and your word versus hers for the lewdness. And I'm going to end up submitting charges for both of you to an attorney for them to decide, because I wasn't there. I don't have witnesses. I don't have documentation. I have a video of that potentially is edited. I'm not going to use that as evidence. So that's what we could.
I never let my daughter go out in showy, tight, revealing clothes. I mean, that's besides the point. Dude, you want to know why I'm happy I don't have a daughter? It's because of situations like this. Because of them getting wrongfully sexualized for absolutely no reason. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. She was asking for a behavior. Dude, don't get me wrong. I would love to have a daughter. Like not gonna lie. Like I would love to have a daughter. But at the same time, sometimes I'm happy I didn't because the situations like that. Like random creeps sexualizing my daughter for absolutely no reason, for just existing. You know? Like I can't imagine like the dad fear you would get from situations like that.
I mean, each of you could equally be investigated right now. I would prefer that. I don't like charging people ever.
Why does the audio keep cutting out? Come on.
So that's the only reason why I was like, if you don't cover your private parts and someone goes and reports it, like, it's worse that you're 18 or 19 because you're an adult and there's, right?
Sure,
So,
and it would have been perfect if we would have been there to help that.
right.
Now we're in a limbo where you have acted in a capacity that was also inappropriate and illegal.
Boom!
Technically, as it
Boom!
is, you cannot touch somebody if they do not want to be touched, and
Tell
especially
her!
if it's in the area. If you pull her skirt down and that's touching her buttocks.
Well, I didn't touch her buttocks.
But her skirt is.
Her skirt was way beyond her buttock. I mean,
I'm saying what she say?
Above her privates.
What will she say? And the classification for disorderly conduct for you touching her is nothing
Why are
but
you
sexual
looking?
battery is a class A. And how do we prove that?
Info about the kid literally says juvenile info in the corner. Yeah, but my eyes don't read words good sometimes. And also, I'm probably looking at chat or something. And also, fuck you.
Just contact your employers, let them know the situation and that they might be getting.
Well, I talked to one of the attorneys, and they're like, I talked to my boss.
Clearly unwarranted invasion.
What'd they say?
And she was like, if she actually was showing her body parts and we can interview that 10-year-old, she's gonna get charged.
For sure.
And I was like, and that's what I was trying to avoid. I was trying to avoid anybody putting her in a predicament. But
Oh my God. Don't you dare start trying to take the high road and saying you're trying to protect the girl. Yeah, 10-year-old, by the way. 10-year-old. That is wild. That is bonkers, bro. Jesus Christ. 10? I was thinking like 16 or something. 10? Jesus.
Who that 10-year-old was, or where to find him, or the dad, or anybody?
I know the little boy, well, because I was sitting there afterwards and the dad was like, thank God somebody did something. He's like, my son should not see that. And he goes, if I reported that. And that's how we got into the whole conversation with everyone seated in the area. And that's how we assessed they were all minors.
I think she means the kid that saw it. No, she was talking about pressing charges against, she said it was 10-year-old. So she's talking about the girl. And she's talking about pressing charges against her. And she's like, oh, I'm trying to protect the girl, you know? Like, fuck you. No, you're not.
Except for that
I'm
dad.
a parent. I understand where you're coming from.
Oh,
I
she's
would
a high
not
schooler?
want to see that
Maybe.
either. I don't want my kids to see that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
I can't
We'll
approach that
see.
myself.
Because I think the girls talk soon.
Even me, and she's being lewd. I
She
don't
was
have the right to
19.
cover
She said
her
20.
up.
She just said it fast. She was 19. Dude, there are so many fucking numbers. If she's 19, that's not underage. So she's not 19. The 10-year-old saw the girl's parts. The clip in the true crime chat. Okay. Where? I do not see it. The Utah skirt puller. Dude, this is a reaction video.
Why are you? Let me do it. Oh my God. What the fuck is happening?
I happen to work for the state, and if I have to watch your ass cheeks hanging out again, I will call CPS.
Do it.
So, I will.
Yeah, go for it right now.
She's over 18.
She is 19 years old.
You don't get to touch her. You don't get to touch her. We're all sitting over there. You don't get to touch her.
Wait, she's 19?
You do not get to touch her. Really?
We would love for you to call the police.
Go ahead and call the police.
Why are you? So why are you? No, it's not appropriate.
Where did the 10 come from? I guess the 10 is the girl or the kid that saw it.
I can take her to jail, but I don't have the right to touch her.
Okay, so she's 19. Okay, so not underage, but still wrong.
Or cover her up because I feel that that's what's in her clothing. Or an extension of her. Same thing.
Her clothing. Well,
If you can...
what's really sad about this whole situation is that the men that actually wanted
Yeah, sexual battery is still sexual battery. Yeah, it's just the charge is less because it's not a minor, but
and could do something
I thought it was a minor.
and wanted to do something, out of fear didn't, because this is exactly what have happened.
Yeah,
and it would have been
that's the world.
worse.
That's where we live in now.
with a
Everybody's
man.
entitled to their pronouns and their hormones and whatever else, and unfortunately, that's just where we're at. And anybody can just claim anything.
Okay, cop. All right. Dude, come on. Unfortunately, bro. I mean, really? Really, bro? Come on. Unfortunately?
And most of it
Oh, man, unfortunately, people can just be happy with doing what they want, and it has absolutely nothing to do with me whatsoever, and I should just let people be happy, but I'm just going to be angry about it for no reason.
isn't true. Most of it isn't true. And
Wait. Well, let me hear this whole thing back.
hormones and whatever else, and unfortunately, that's just where we're at. And anybody can just claim anything, and most of it isn't true.
People can claim anything, and most of it isn't true. Ugh, yikes.
Most of it isn't true. And the other thing we have to look at, right, is, okay, 10-year-old witness
Yikes.
comes forward, dad comes forward, everybody in that place comes forward, and then her group comes forward and says, nope, this is the clothing, this is what she saw, this is the documentation, these are the pictures that they actually have, and it shows that it wasn't right on their end, tampered or not. Now what? Now we're just back to the same square root of, well, let an attorney, as high up attorney, judge, whoever, they're going to have to make that determination at that point, because
Bro, you know he's going to be going home and looking up some femboy porn. You know, some femboy cat girl monster can porn.
I wasn't there. I wasn't called. It's like a hit and run that happened 2 weeks ago for me. I'm like, how do I know this happened? How do I know you didn't take a hammer to your car? I know you didn't, but how do I prove
My
it?
stuff, it just goes hearsay, basically. And
Yeah.
it's not just-
Tucker Carlson saved me from this femboy hypno.
It's totally hearsay at this point. If you have the only documentation we have is potentially a tampered video that doesn't meet slander if all it is a posting without them like actually introducing something new to it that is false. If it's
Let's pause this body camera video just for a second to think
No, let's not.
I was like, so I stood behind her and I was like, go like this with my clothing, and I was like, you know,
I don't think I
should probably
will.
cover up. And then at that point,
Not even the code. Bro, it's Law and Crime Network. Like, you really think they need it? It's Law and Crime. Really?
she turned and she was like that, and I was like, oh my god,
It's Morgan and
that's when
Morgan.
the
Dude,
dad was
fucking Morgan and Morgan popped up like 4 times this video already.
like,
Did you know I actually have had a sponsorship opportunity from Morgan and Morgan? Isn't that weird? Like, it's a law firm, and they're trying to sponsor YouTubers. I feel like that's so weird. I don't know. I've had multiple opportunities from them, and I'm just like, dude, that's just weird. I don't know.
cover up, you know, and then the mob rush of kids started coming in, and that's at that point where I was like, oh my god, like, you need to cover up. And that's when I pulled her skirt down to cover up, because instead of like covering up and backing up and saying, okay, is my skirt down? No, she proceeded to like lift her arms and move with her friends, and it kept going further up and further up. And that's why I was like, oh my god, somebody like cover it up. And
Don't look. Like, don't look. Is it that hard? Is it that hard to just look away from it? Like, you know what I mean? Do people struggle that much? Look away. Close your eyes. Look at your phone. Like, it's none of your business.
And as you can see, they were mob rushing at me as I was trying to stand behind
Mob
her to
rushing?
cover her butt.
And the information they might have is that they think you're sexually assaulting there. They don't know, but that's what they're hearing.
Correct.
It's a
Exactly.
protection aspect.
Yeah, but in this respect, you know, there's the issue that I have is that if they continue to hit somebody to try to hunt me down, then that's more than just putting the story out there. That's more than just posting a video and letting people decide for themselves, right? Now they are trying to get somebody to come and hunt me down and find me to put my personal information out there.
Yeah.
That is way
They can't
more.
post certain things about you, but it's not like
What
it's
things would
like they couldn't post anything they couldn't post your social, they couldn't post your driver's license information, you know. I mean, maybe they could. It's still public.
I don't know. Just think, chat. If you see something that grosses you out, do you keep staring? You know what I mean? Like if I saw that, I'd just be like, oh, okay. It's gonna look down at my phone. You know what I mean? Like you'd just be like, oh, all right. That's look down at my phone. Just not pay attention. You know what I mean? Like look away. Like what? If something bothers you, why are you like it's? Oh, I hate this. I hate looking at this. What I'm looking at right now is fucking disgusting. Gross. Ew. Ew.
It's whatever's public record is not going to be as protected. But if you're talking like financial documents, you're talking your social security.
I'm talking about you guys.
It could be looked at. It could be looked at as an issue if you had somebody show up and that was the case. Then we have an issue that's the problem. But the reality is if they are. The best thing you could do is if you are feeling this way, because a lot of it's civil, right? I can't do a whole lot legally.
Right.
But you can still go to the 5th District Court and like obtain temporary POs and whatever, restraining orders, documents to where you can take action against them for that information if a judge sides with you on that. Because he could be like, yeah, I could see how having their address put out on there is a danger to you, because now if these people are going to be angry with you and they think
yeah, if they're doing that shit, then that's a problem. But
they're going to come find you because you touched this little girl, right?
And okay, to be fair, they're probably, like, to be honest, they're probably trying to milk their 15 minutes of fame. So they're probably, like, they're definitely, probably. What was I going to say? I'll say they're probably doing stuff to keep it going, right? But who cares, right? If they don't do anything illegal, who cares?
And then you got somebody showing up on your doorstep. Now we have a problem.
Probably.
So they could look at it that way. But it's amazing what information isn't protected constitutionally.
All of my stuff is private and blocked, and like I don't disseminate anything on social media. We were actually, you know.
I changed her usernames and I altered her names to not include her.
A lot of my, like...
I mean, this is a good lesson for you. Keep your mouth shut and stop staring at teenagers.
Your best legal defense is to reach out to them and say, do not contact me. The police have been notified. If you reach out to me again, that will be a crime. And if it's clear.
Okay.
And if they continue to message you, they can say...
Who is this kid? I assume that's her son. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I stood my ground even though they had more...
Even standing your ground, though, if you would have never touched her skirt, I mean, I'm filing on her all day.
Yeah, I know.
Right? I have that against her. And I would be reaching out for those witnesses to say, is this happening? Because if this is happening, we got a problem. But now if I investigate this, it's most likely going to come onto you as well.
Yeah, no.
And I don't want that to happen for either of you. I don't want you to be exploited.
Did you get arrested for that? For having a cheek pop out? Isn't that like insanely common though? Like the really short skirts were like public lewdness? Isn't that like the thing though? Isn't that like, well, I feel like a lot of people wear that shit. Decent exposure. Is that really though? Like if like a cheek pops out, I think if you're walking around constantly with kids in view, I think you get in trouble. I guess that makes sense. Like if it's like, yeah, but like I feel like that outfit is so common, so that's why I'm like, I don't know. The front bits is a problem. Different at the beach? Well, yeah, obviously it's different at the beach. You can get arrested for peeing in public. Well, yeah, you should. But if it just pops out by mistake, it's fine, I think. But wasn't she talking about how it was like, whenever she was like, bending over or something? It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure any girl who wears a short skirt and bends over, you're probably gonna see a cheek or two. Isn't that like common? But I don't know. Yeah, why is she watching her bend over? That's the question. That's the fucking question, bro.
In the internet by any means. I don't want anybody to have to go through that.
Yeah, but I'm an adult, you know what I mean? And if people were to hear...
You said when she was lifting her arms. Yeah, that too. So like, I feel like when that person was just standing, it probably was fine. But I don't know. Yeah, there's probably a lot of variables there.
My side... It has it would take a totally different.
So make a.
You think that?
So repost your own. You have the right to it and say here's the second half of the story and find your own witnesses and you can do that, right? The same that you can. It's just, is it worth it?
She's not gonna because she doesn't have anything.
No.
No,
because
and I promise this.
No, because I don't have any evidence or anything that would lead to it looking any better on my part. Not gonna lie, if there was a woman who had their ass out and my child was around, I would leave. Well, yeah, that's exactly my point. is like, I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't walk up and do that. I just fucking leave. Cause yeah, it's gross. It's like, I don't want to fucking look at that. Like, I would just either like look away or leave. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'd call the cops and just be like, well, can't be here anymore. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, why do what she did? Like, it's just fucking weird. It'd be weirder if you said something. Well, that's my whole point. If it bothers you, just fucking leave. Look away. Like, it's just strange.
This fizzles out very soon because there's not, if you haven't reacted yet through even social media and stuff. Yeah, like if you haven't reacted, you've got to.
I mean, I found it weird that people do that around kids. Well, yeah. I mean, they were at a restaurant. It wasn't like at a playground or some shit, which I'm not going to lie. When she kept talking about kids, I thought like they were at like a fucking playground or some shit. There's like a bunch of kids running around, but they were at like a restaurant. And I assume there's probably just a kid, like a 10-year-old kid behind her or some shit. But yeah.
It's doing this immediately.
Yeah.
People will scroll to the next.
But yeah, like Amy's making my point is like the smart thing to do if it bothers you, which for most people it would, is just leave. You know, like if not do what she did.
I refuse to feed the frenzy.
Thought they were at a mall or something. It looked like a restaurant. The thing, maybe it was a mall. Yeah, maybe it was a mall. I don't know.
And add, cinders.
And
A school event? I don't know. But regardless, I don't know.
I just don't want anybody posting, because I do have my son, my 17.
For sure, safety first.
Yeah.
And I do. In my line of work, I obviously understand what sympathizers are, right? And they don't need the full information.
It was
They
a
just
high
need enough to
school
get heated,
sports
and then,
ball event.
Maybe they show up somewhere they shouldn't, or they have an opinion that was just planted in them, right? Those sympathizers have been known to
I don't believe you should touch someone. Well, yeah. Sports ball.
cause issues. It's just how far.
I mean, no one should touch anyone.
They take it about 2 minutes before they scroll to the next video.
Yeah.
So she came up, did that, and then she touches me, or she does that, and then she says, "You're underage. You should probably hide that. If you think I'm underage, why are you touching a minor at all? Especially."
See, that's why I thought she was underage. Is the fact that she said she was underage and then proceeded to do that. Like, ugh.
I think I don't have underwear on.
Yeah, the logic wasn't there.
No.
For me. That's why I was wondering when you mentioned that you thought she might be drinking, I thought there was a judgment issue maybe going on too.
Right.
And then she came back up a second time after Avery came up. Our other friend Avery, fun fact, same name, she was standing right next to her. And the second time she came up, she touched both their hips and squeezed them.
Like pinched us.
And said she was going to call Child Protective Services if she saw
and then the
that
rest was on video.
I saw the
That's way worse than I thought.
video, and I think 57,000 other people saw it too.
Yeah.
When the first time, so she never said anything, you turned around, when the first touch, was that just skirt or was that your body?
No, that was my body and my skirt.
So my perspective was, because I had a perfect view of it, she's sitting on the bed tray.
Jail now?
Yeah. And it looked like
if it's
she
like that, yeah.
got up and said something to her husband or the dude that she was with, handed him something, and then she just sassily walked right up to her, and I don't think she said anything. She just
would she be calling CPS on?
Then says,
remember, guys, she thinks that a girl was a minor. So she's talking about her because she still thinks that she's underage. Talking about CPS and shit.
Something, and then walks back. And then that's when I told her, I was like, hey, she just pulled her shirt down. That was weird.
And then we all started talking.
So then there's this group, they're talking, they're saying this stuff, they're all looking at her for probably maybe 80 seconds, 90 seconds. And then she gets up again.
Okay, I need to turn on subtitles. I can't really hear them that well.
And that's when they started going back and forth.
I should have done that a while
ago.
ago.
For a sec, and then I went over and was just kind of tripped. And I'm like, what are you doing? Don't talk to her. You have no right. Blah, blah.
And there was mention of where she was saying, I don't want to, in the video she said, I don't want to see your whole ass cheeks, right?
Yeah, but yeah.
And even if it was a little bit of, let's say, butt exposed, right? You're not talking your correct?
I had
so,
shorts and underwear on.
And so she's also claiming that they couldn't have been on because she saw, like I said.
And phone, yeah.
Oh, okay, so she's lying about that too.
In detail.
Was she just fantasizing or something?
That's why I asked those questions, just to see.
She's a video of her going to the house.
I got that video, and that's why, so I can confirm that too. I'm just checking that you were wearing underwear. You were wearing shorts over your underwear, underneath the skirt.
Oh! So it wasn't even just underwear. She was wearing shorts over the underwear with the skirt. So she was like fully covered. So she wasn't even showing any cheek. Oh, okay, wow. That's crazy.
Footage? Okay.
And the
Am
full
I allowed
video
to
and
see that?
everything.
The footage of the restaurant?
Oh no, they have
Restaurant. So it was a restaurant. What the fuck is wrong with that woman then? Yeah, I was thinking like it was just, she was like wearing skimpy stuff or something, but she was like full kitted down there. I've seen people with full ass cheeks. That's what I'm saying. It's like.
I'm in contact with the boss, and I asked her before any of this was happening if I could have the footage. And she
just requested that I go ask.
Huh?
Did she request that
Well,
I
she
ask?
said, so she asked her husband to send it to her, and they were, apparently he was working without her or something, and they both decided to just send it into you guys.
I wonder if husband was like being creepy and then she got mad about it. You know what? Okay, this potential here. Potential. What if the husband was like staring, being a creep, and then she got mad about it and then went up and she's like, put that away. I don't want my husband looking at you. Could be. I could be.
Instead, like you guys take it over, but I
They haven't
don't
done
think
it.
they've sent it in.
They would need like an incident
Amy,
number.
shut
which
the
I can
fuck
give.
up. I have not looked
I
at other
can
people.
pick it up. It'll be pertinent now. So really, she came forward with claims of the harassment because she was being
Harassed.
It's not harassment. It's not. There's free speech. You can put.
Amy calling Pig out when I literally haven't. Chat, she has extreme anxiety about that shit. Where she just believes this shit when it doesn't even happen.
The video, she was worried about the videos. Now, when it comes to the messages that were going to like her Facebooks and stuff, she was replying back, but like some of them were derogatory enough that it could
Pig
be
is
looked
getting
as
kind of
harassment, but it
defensive.
doesn't sound like that was
When you get called out for doing something that you don't do, wouldn't you get defensive too?
any of y'all
No.
fake accounts.
Was TikTok does its thing.
Yeah,
It goes
it went so viral that like this world, the world works.
Yeah, and she was worried about her safety for sympathizers, like if they showed up her house or personal
She's
information. gets
gaslighting
faded,
us?
obviously
All right,
she's worried
believe
about
what
that.
you guys
She has
want.
kids, like,
Yeah.
I told her that's all valid. Nobody should be going that far with this, but it's not that. It's not asking for people to do that, right? So it's still free speech. You can post a video, so that part's not the harassment. Right.
Believe what you guys want.
We had people, I had someone come up to me in the middle of the restaurant, and he pulled me over. It was the people that she turned to after she talked to us.
her behavior.
He was like, I'm so sorry.
Same
that
reason
happened
why
to
many
Greg
young
King."
men
I was
were accused of being witches back then, just because they were catching the attention of the village men. I mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, they're considered witches just for doing a card trick or walking backwards or doing a spin. Witchcraft!
We're fine.
That's probably why she told me she doesn't want to involve her son at all.
Or being left-handed. Yeah.
So I told you I'd do a full investigation if they came forward, right? So they came forward with their side of the story. I only had yours. After listening to everything, totality, everything going on, I've talked to Sakura. I've got some of their video. I've got the TikToks. I think most everybody in the city has that TikTok.
Get her.
And then we've got your statement, her statement. So I try to make it as unbiased and fair as I can, right? I do have some concerns from what I've been told by them. Obviously, some things you've also told to me, right? Even when we talk two wrongs don't make a right, when we're talking about that, I said, there's criminal behavior that's happened, regardless. And the other aspect was, if she was exposed and there was a lewdness aspect, would I investigate it? Absolutely. And that was the other claim, right? Those are two little things. The electronic communication harassment we've addressed. Everything that's come in now is going to be from who knows where. They even mentioned, like, I don't even live in the country, some of these text messages that you're getting. If anything comes in further, you're probably going to have to report that to Santa Clara where you live for the electronic side, because that's going to be now an internet-related crime that's not related.
Well, it's happening while I'm at work, like during business hours while I'm at work, which is why
In the city?
Yeah.
Where are you working? Typically with something like this where I don't have video, if I didn't have video
Then turn off your phone.
footage, it'd probably be going a different route with this because there's video footage and because of the claims made, and I have to protect victims. Today you're going to be placed under arrest for sexual battery. Okay?
Whoa!
That's the unfortunate side of all this.
You're arresting me?
Yeah, right now you are under arrest, okay? So you'll
Let's
stay sergeant, you put your
go!
hands behind your back.
Thank you, oh dear God, for 14 months.
No, I was just trying to put that.
Just follow those instructions.
And just relax your hands, sir.
Do you have any vehicle here?
Yeah, I do.
It's something
No.
We can keep it protected.
Call, come get your car.
I'm sorry, what?
Is there somebody we can call for you to have them come pick up your vehicle?
Yeah.
Medieval men caught looking at another woman. No, I wasn't looking at her, babe. She must have put a spell on me. You know what's hilarious though? That there is an entire religion based off of a lie. Dude, she just lied, bro. Whenever she had Jesus, she just fucking lied, bro. She cheated on you and lied and got away with it. And now there's a whole religion based on it. You got trolled, bro. God didn't do shit. She just banged another dude. And you got gaslit. You got so gaslit, man. It's crazy. You got gaslit so hard. Mary was 13 at the time. Jesus fucking Christ.
Who is it you want to call?
Probably my 17-year-old at home. So.
Control.
Just double lock them so they don't cinch your button. That way they won't cinch on you. I know it's unfortunate, Ida, but what should I do?
Well, I
These are
mean,
the facts of the
honestly,
case.
I was honestly thinking she was a minor, and she should probably.
Bro, why do you keep saying that? That makes it so much worse. Like, just leave it. Why do you keep mentioning that you thought it was a minor, bro? Just leave it.
Keep it covered because of the kids that were.
But also, a minor to minor is a lot different than an adult to a minor. It'd be worse if she was an adult, no?
Well, no, I was looking at it from a mother's perspective. Like,
What do you have any type of pocket? I don't.
Yeah, I do.
I'll just search those instead of going
I don't
into
have
everything. You don't have anything concealed on you that's illegal? No drugs, guns, bombs, that kind of stuff? Wearing a bra?
Yeah.
Nothing in your bra?
No.
Okay, they go through a body scanner, so just tell everybody that. I'm not concerned with you shooting me in the back of the head. Are you gonna do that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I honestly
These are just
like.
standard questions we have to ask everybody.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I'd do a full search on you, but I understand
Yeah.
circumstances here, so. You can just walk this way, don't want
Face
your
pisses me off.
These ones work, so I don't have to reach over. You just slide in.
Yeah.
Backwards is the easiest.
Oh, I actually can get in.
Okay, watch your hands.
Do we get a sentencing or no? That's all of it. Well, she got what she deserved. A creep. Yeah, look at the comments. I thought she was a minor. It has to be the worst thing someone has ever said to defend yourself. And then everyone applauded as the #1 sign of a false story. Oh my God, Jesus, that was a good one. Your lawyer probably rage quit because of all these interactions. Yeah.
Now it's time to walk away. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Did you laugh or cry or maybe subscribed? I'll thank you either way. You know I will miss you. I hope you return. Tell your friend or your mother to get me more views, please.